So let's go get Arcade and healed. Why are you standing there? This is some kind of process. Maybe it symbolizes something. Okay, Arcade. Let's see what you can do. We could try something else.
Sure, just don't treat me like a pack Brahmin, okay?
Yeah, he has steam packs, but again, we have to keep in mind that this steam pack usage is not going to save his life now. Up situation.
Alright then.
High roller, sweet.
In the
Casino floor.
casual game mode it would, but not
Just as a
here. At least it will keep death at bay for a little bit more longer. I forgot what I was doing. Okay, I know. What I'm basically trying to do now is go around some of these edges and then end up somewhere here. I was planning to do it with Kral, but since something happened to him, we're gonna have to do something else. Prim is probably the best location to start. And go here, yeah. Please don't die. He shouldn't die. What could possibly kill him? Like a... Actually, he reminds me of a... I don't recall the name of the show, but I think in the 80s... the show looks like it's made in the 80s. There was some kind of a children's futuristic show where there were a group of maybe 5 or 6 soldiers of the future, and they had something similar like that as a power armor. At least some of them. Naturally, they each looked like individuals, so had different type of armor. That's exactly what one of theirs looked like. I feel like it was something... maybe Captain something and the soldiers of the future. With a really crappy computer generated effects. Some monsters they always thought. I think we shouldn't use this as our standard weapon. As nice a weapon as this is, it'll probably make things dull if we use this against every enemy we encounter. Also, we can't carry enough ammunition to kill everything with the grenade rifle. If we do, we'll have to give up some other weaponry, and I'd like to have variation so we have tools for different kind of situations. The grenade machine gun might be a good against masses of units, and if you need massive sustained firepower somewhere. When you need to absolutely 100% surely kill shit, that's when you need the grenade machine gun. Where did the ghoul go? You know, they usually roam around highly toxic or radiated places. So that's exact. There's something walking there. That's where we're going. Right at the edge, something moving. It wasn't you who shot. Where else there was the shooting coming from? Huh. What the hell are you? NCR Ranger. That's the NCR Ranger that gave us the NCR radio.
Come on!
In the Mojave outpost. He's actually been running in the wilderness all this time. He started to fist fight a ghoul roamer.
Look out!
Oh, that was awesome. Why in the hell it didn't just disappear? Authority classes. Dark classes. Um, um, I think they're more fitting. Authority classes would be good for good for Cass. They sort of clip with the face a little bit. As long as you don't speak, it doesn't matter. I like these better. Let's go. I want a similar pair for Cass. Especially now that she's a gold-blooded murderer. She isn't exactly evil, but you mess with her, she'll outright murder you. Even isn't saying much. I'm not complaining. Other than scream in terror when I threw the grenade. This isn't exactly a great indication of how useful it will be. Maybe it's just I'm a medic, so I have to be extra cautionary. It's not like I'm throwing the grenade as its speed. That's sort of what his reaction sounds like. I'm throwing the grenade right next to him. And radiation health. I think companions don't really suffer from radiation. Which is a good thing. How the hell would you...
Look out!
Okay, seems to be doing just fine. A little bit of a screamer, but can be a good thing too. Hopefully he has enough common sense to not go into our line of fire with the grenades.
Here we go.
Where the fuck are you firing? Where is he? There you are. He's not holding back. We're getting fairly heavily radiated here. Who the hell would be living in a place like this? It has to be a ghoul. Dr. Watson. And his ash pile. Crazed Mr. Handy. DC Journal of Internal Medicine. Huh, so, it's a nice place to visit at least. Yeah, irradiated whiskey steak. It's pretty much like a normal item, but a minor increase in star bulk. Minor increase in radiation level. How many bulk caps do we have? 49, so we're missing one. And then we could finish that questline too. I have no recollection of what could be the reward out of that. It must not be all that important then. I'm sure it's a decent reward, but it just isn't something that really wows you. It's just something nice. Okay, DC Journal of Internal Medicine. Let's go back. I'm just going to assume that there's nothing in those pools. Actually, I could be wrong. Well, what the fudge is happening? Something died. He Cannon keyed something. I didn't see anything. Let's go take a peek. It's not like I'm gonna come here again, so looks pretty clear. Maybe if you would explore a bit more thoroughly, you could find something, but I don't think I want to. Fixing things. The bike is smoldering. Is it gonna explode? Yes. Nothing of value. Few skill magazines. Not seeing much here. Ooh, there is one site. directly south. Are these Scorpio? More Scorpios.
Looks like trouble.
Yeah.
Here we go.
The laser is not all that effective. It's fairly accurate though. Not like sniping accurate, but still. I'm definitely keeping my eye open for replacement though. It's probably a great weapon a long time ago. Scorpio. Scorpio. Oh, okay. More than one.
Here we go.
Same experience as from killing a legendary Deathclaw. Because clearly the challenge in the kill is comparable. I wish the maximum number of experience you could get from a kill was double what it is. But it would be... the experience gains would sort of scale logarithmically. So most kills would net very few experience points, but the really top end legendary kills would net you the 100 experience. And we have the 50th bulk. So that's one quest complete here. Dessert salad. But make more of these if we had more nuts. It's a good food that also gives you water and heals quite a lot. It's a better healing item than a stim pack is. That's how much it heals. More scorpions. I'm not sure I want to meet them. Yeah, 158 experience points from that shot. So we got what? 3 or 4 of them. That's dead, by the way. It's just stuck in a wall, so the... looks creepy. Ah! Yeah. Maybe we just killed the 2, but because it was a double kill, we made an achievement at the same time, we got extra experience. There are minor achievements you get constantly. Something like animal control. You can handle animals really well when they are dead and gain a bonus damage. So, for example, if you kill... there's nothing abominable about your damage bonus against abominations, so if you kill enough certain things, you can get a damage bonus for them. So maybe we can, even though you don't get the you don't always get a increased damage bonus, but you get the like kill 100 something to get a damage bonus. When you reach that number, it might start from 0 again. You don't get another damage bonus, but you might get the same experience bonus again if you kill another 100 of them. That sort of a thing constantly cycles through the background. It's not just kills, it's how many water bottles you've drank, how many doctor bags you've used, how many dialogue options have you failed, how many dialogue options have you succeeded in, so it's constantly there. That's sort of, I feel that's pretty much unnecessary. You already, well, I'd prefer the experience come from such things than pure kills, because it spreads the experience gains to a wider area. Normally you don't get any experience from doing non-hacking, non-lockpicking, non-killing things, but with that you can. So I actually prefer that. Because think, for example, you would make a character that the big thing about your character would not be his ability to annihilate everything with a grenade machine gun, but instead it would be to simply be a shadow, a thief, just maybe an assassin that basically goes in undetected, does his job, kills as few people as possible, or if they kill something, they're always stealth kills. He stabs when they're asleep, shoots their brain when head off when they're not looking, things like that. But it would mean you would give up a huge chunk of experience level progression, things like that, because it so heavily favors killing things. So that's one of the reasons I usually prefer things that I say usually prefer, but
Okay, I'll do my best.
what I mean is the more sandboxy your game is, the more I wish the experience gains will be spread wider, so more things would give experience to you. So you wouldn't funnel the guy to a certain activity. I'm not sure which one works best as far as leveling up is though. A system like Fallout where you basically gain experience, then level up and decide what to raise, or something like in Elder Scrolls, well, where if you shoot a weapon, you get better at shooting weapons, and there's no, when you level up, nothing happens really, or you pick perks. But the perk picking is just in Skyrim. Before that, there's no such things. So basically, in order to be better at something, you have to just keep doing that something, and you will automatically get better at it and level up to gain more hit points, more magic points, things like that. And I'm not sure which one I prefer. The level up system has a it's very beautiful in certain sort of way, because you can play the game, you can just play the game, and if the experience gain is not retarded, you'll eventually gain ups no matter what you did, and you can build your own character how you want it. The problem with naturally it's the level up system is sort of problematic because there's no connection between what you do and how you develop your character. And so that can be a problem because it leads to grinding experience. because only certain things gain you experience. It's the reason why I sometimes lockpick and hack at the same lock, really, because I get double experience from this achieving the same thing. There's no experience gained from avoiding fights or really doing anything like that, so this game heavily funnels you to the combat aspects of the game. If you have your skill developed based on what you do, you sort of bypass that. So you can play however you want, and you'll always become better at it. You don't have to worry about the XP gains in that sense. So it's a much better system. There's the problem though. It's very attractive to grind in that sort of a system because there's no difference between usually doing something in the middle of where you realistically would do it and just doing it for the sake of doing it, because the computer naturally has to keep a count on your activities. So it leads to very easily to situations where in order to progress you have to repeat the activity so many times that it will hardly ever increase by playing the game normally. So you're it's very, at least very strong push towards having you pointlessly repeat the activities just to get level ups. So it leads to a grindy gameplay where you basically don't play like you want because you need to get the skill points up, so you keep casting a heal spell constantly because you need to cast it 1,000 times to get to the next skill level, things like that. So that's why I'm not quite sure which one I like. 204 from a single grenade. Morning Star and Cap. 5 kills. I'm taking the blood because I have a recollection it being useful for some crafting. I don't recall the recipe. Okay, let's do this. That should be enough for activity for one day. Why are you inside the wall? Okay, you're a weird man. How do you manage to do these things? Yeah, there seems to be a puppy. Anything else but puppies? There's a death something. We have grenades. Cluster, nuke, plasma.
Look out!
Ooh, 160 points. Anyone survive? Oh, probably not. This was easy. I'm sort of starting to question the loyalty of Arcade. Seems more like he's trying to warn the enemy about my grenades. Highly suspicious activity. He was in no danger, so it couldn't have been. And he knew the grenade was coming, so And I knew the grenade was coming, so who was he yelling the warning to? Keeping my eye on you. I bet he pretended to be stuck in a rock so he could avoid fighting. I expected a little bit more from this cave, but I guess we can't get unique grenade machine guns from every cave. So this was just a cave of crap.
Okay, I'll do my best.